Welcome to day 2 of the Emotional Healing Challenge. I hope that you had some good thinking yesterday and you were able to pick a situation in your life that you need some emotional help healing. Today, we are going to backtrack. Know that the only time I'm ever going to ask you to look back on your life is when we need to bring something to the surface for it to be healed. Our beliefs are our deeply held framework that forge the conclusions we make out of our experiences. For better or worse, our beliefs about ourselves are what form our identity. So this has a far-reaching effect on our behavior, on our thoughts, on our emotional patterns, and our negative beliefs are what cause us to have the same situations occur over and over again in our lives. So repeated experiences reinforce our emotional pathways in our brain. This creates our belief system. So whenever you are looking at your situation from an outsider's perspective, what beliefs do you see that are formed around the situation? And what I mean by that is basically you want to pretend that you are in your friend's shoes, okay? Or a friend comes to you and asks you for, advice on the same exact situation that you're trying to heal right now. What advice would you give them? What patterns might you see occurring? Okay, so you kind of want to put yourself in another person's shoes. You might have to do that to get a perspective on this. Now, here's some examples of belief patterns. I don't deserve to be happy, so this situation is normal. I'm not meant to get along with this person, so it will always be miserable. I'm not meant to have good relationships. I'm not meant to get along with this person, so it's going to be, it's always going to be an emotional drain. I was never given permission to have a happy relationship in any area of my life. I deserve to be treated this way because I'm told I'm not a good person. I was a bad kid, so this is karma. I'm not worthy of receiving healthy relationships. Whatever the belief is, you'll find it. You'll be able to see where it's coming from and maybe where it stems from as well. So, and these are just some examples that I have received from myself and from some of my clients as well. So everybody's different. Everybody's, situation is obviously going to look different. So you want to make this as visible as possible for your situation, okay? And if you need to ask some people around you that are very familiar with you, ask their advice that you trust, of course, and that is not going to bring you down or anything like that. So a lot of times, these false beliefs we have as adults are actually formed in our childhood. So we have no control over that period of time in our lives. But as adults, it's our turn to decide what our beliefs are and reframe them to fit the life we want to create. That's the beauty of this. No matter how tragic the situations have been in your past, you are able to redo them and fit them for the life that you want to create. And something that I always like to tell people is that your wounds are probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. So for today's homework, I want you to list all of the positive things about this situation that you're trying to heal and all of the negative things about the situation that we're healing. Really dive deep and ask yourself questions like, do I ever feel happy in this situation? What are the beliefs of this emotional situation? Maybe you have a belief that is keeping you in your comfort zone, and that may appear to be a good benefit, but it's really not, right? So does this situation occur frequently? And did this situation appear in my childhood? Is there a lot of blaming going on? Are there similar beliefs linked from different events in my life? To be completely honest, I know that's where a lot of mine came from, was I was having reoccurring situations in my life stemmed from my childhood and things that I watched happen in my childhood and throughout growing up, and I repeated them. So make your lists and remember to be completely honest with yourself. this is where the magic starts to happen. And you will start to learn lessons from the things that shattered you. And you're going to start to reclaim your resilience. So this is a very important day, as all these 7 days are. But this is where we really start to bring things to the surface to heal. So good luck. And I will see you later on the live Q&A. Have a good one, guys.